Welcome everyone back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Tengoku Daimakyou, otherwise known as Heavenly Delusion. Episodes 3 and 4. Sorry for the delay in all this, but yeah. Did you wanted to say a theory you thought?
Yeah, well, I thought of this briefly during the last episode, but then I dismissed it because it just made it too weird. But then when I was rewatching the episode afterwards, then I was like, I want to say it in case that it does happen, but I hope that it doesn't because it makes the mirror scene really creepy. But I was thinking, Kiriko is his name, right? Yeah. Anyway, I was thinking that Kiriko says that he's a boy, is in a girl's body, which is fine. He could just be trans, but at the same time, it kind of, just from how it is, it seems like he's not really used to the body that he's in. And then when I was rewatching the scene where it was like, oh yeah, you're Kiriko, race car driver or something like that, electric race cart driver or whatever. And then and you I haven't seen you since 5 years ago when you killed your brother in an accident. So then I was thinking that Kiriko right now could be the brother, the dead brother trapped inside the alive sister's body, which would make sense, but I don't know why you'd be trying to mirror kiss your sister. Mm-hmm. And that would be really weird, but it's also anime and weird shit happens all the time.
I think that that's definitely something, but I think we're onto something with that. Leave a like and subscribe. There's a lot of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. Oh, and also Tokyo is apparently a girl.
Oh, okay.
In the place, which is a weird piece of information.
I also had a theory about that of they could have been twins. Either clones.
They don't seem to be the same age the way we're seeing them, which
true.
If they are twins, it seems like they would be in different
yeah, but
time
if they
periods.
well, I was going to say you have the different time, they're in different times, so then they could be twins, and it could only be different by a couple of years or whatever. Yeah. I think probably after this episode we'll be able to theorize a little bit more, because they're going back to learn more about where he comes from, right? So that they can help to better find heaven, because they're like, oh, we can't just wander around and hope we're gonna find it. We need to go back and look for.
And there's
clues.
That drug, which I don't know about.
Oh yeah, the weird drug in the little case, and there's that person with all the purple.
Yeah.
Bruising or marks all over them. So, and if we maybe learn more about that, then we'll know what the deal is. And that mark with the little bird that was on that box and on the
gun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Way too much to think about, but we'll think about all of it in this episode. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's go. Tengoku Daimakyou.
5 years ago. We're gonna see.
Yeah, this is the backstory. 10 years since the calamity. Kiriko.
Oh wow, they're little
yeah.
things.
That's the brother, I assume. I love how they have the Mario Kart-esque music as well. The gravel.
Ah. Whoa.
Oh, that's the brother. What are all those tickets?
That's the guy.
Yeah, in the picture.
Yeah.
Robin, yeah. Those all the bets that people are placing?
Probably.
All the tickets for the bets.
I love this OP. Still. Has such a nice start to it, too.
Mm-hmm. It feels like the Ranking Kings OP a little bit. Maybe it's the same director? I'm not sure. I had that thought before, but it doesn't have the same editing style. It uses light in a similar way as all those OPs. The Jujutsu one, Naruto, and... Is that Robin's jacket? Was he wearing that same jacket?
Oh, maybe.
I think he was.
I didn't notice that.
And also the fact that Kiriko...
Yeah.
Kiriko's outline and the color is not connected. Mm-hmm. It's this body and the spirit.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
目をそらして相手の襟を見な。それから地面、足の裏で立っている感触を確かめろ。喧嘩は相手しか見えなくなってるやつが負ける。こいつらは上の門に引き渡す。ある
The
日、
boss.
お前の手柄だ。なんか欲しいもんがあったら言え。
それ何の肉？猿とカラスとネズミかな？
Human.
そのじゃん。
What?
Oh,
ロビンにもらった。
asked for the jacket.
お腹すいた。姉ちゃんおかえり。何着だった？見てな。
She's
Oh.
with this guy too.
Oh, so Robin's not her brother.
No,
後続の人が避けてくれたから平気。わかったわかった。
the brother would I think is
そう
younger,
だ。
Yeah.
キリコちゃん。
2 years,
私のカメラ。
according to my theory.
Right.
じゃあ先生と一枚撮ってよ。
Oh, and these are the
the
pictures
picture.
Folded in half.
行くよ。
兄貴、あの医者、隠れて人食いの研究したり、人体実験してるって話だぜ。
え？
今、ロビンが調べてる。あんまりキリコちゃんを近づけない方がいいぞ。
Haruki.
はるき、寒くない？うん。姉ちゃんは？寒い。え？じゃあこっち入る？本当に入るの？どうしたの？
Ah, shit.
来させないから気にせず寝てろ。はい。
They're gonna go out, aren't they?
Of course.
行くの？大丈夫。僕の作った銃もあるし、ロビンの役に立ちたいんだ。思えばこの頃が僕にとっての天国だったのかもしれない。
Tengoku.
すげえじゃん。先週その武器で人食い退治したの。
Whoa, he actually killed.
Actually
Holy
did it.
shit, what a badass.
遊びでやってんじゃねえ。危ねえから来んな。
おっと、今何時？合ってる時計はどれ？これだ。
Just has like a million watches.
I just love the voice.
相手はシスコンだね。
そうだね。
Yeah, really obsessed with his
Yeah.
sister. You have no idea. Or should you like run him over?
Probably.
よし、間に合った。
Does he get like pushed off or something onto the track or some shit?
See someone that's gonna try and interfere with the race.
A man eater. They all have the same face.
Oh no.
Get closer before you start saying shit.
人食いが入っていたアーケードにカートが来るまで7、8分は
You should tell more people before you go. Oh, it's like a junk rifle.
僕がやるんだ。
はい、直線を終え、第2コーナーを曲がったのは8番3番4番。5番2番がここでスピン。
コースから出たのか。
It's got like a fatty exterior and a
Yeah.
shell.
びっくりするほど聞いてない。
This is crazy. What? Holy shit!
Oh,
Haruki's a fucking gangster, dude. He's a fucking badass.
yeah.
Let go of the knife.
Oh.
It like consumes them. It doesn't like eat them, right? Like it's like maybe that lady with her son was onto something. It like assimilates them.
Oh no.
Oh, nice. They're cool.
I thought that they were gonna.
I'm not losing this race. Is she gonna like run into it with her cart and try and save her brother? Oh, there's the scars. It's just gonna be like his torso.
Yeah, nothing left.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They just shoot him? Saving her? She's all fucked up. Oh no, him. What the hell did the doctor do? What is he doing? Is he merging them? And everybody thinks that she killed him or something because the man-eater could turn invisible and it went away. Yeah, she's leaving. She sacrificed her body so that he could live.
Yeah, it looked like her skull was just like cut open.
I didn't see that.
Oh, sure.
Transplanted him into her body.
I wonder if it's because like Robin cared about him so much and didn't want him to die. Like he was so protective and knew that Doc was working on this stuff, so he brought him in.
What about her? Like what does Robin have to do with that? What about her decision?
I don't know if they took that into account.
But like where did you get Robin from that? I don't understand.
Because earlier he was talking about how Robin was like way too overprotective of him.
So Robin makes the decision to transplant her brother's brain into her body? That doesn't make any sense. That's so fucked up.
And no one else knows about it.
あの医者が何かしたんだ。あいつならわかる。医者はどこだ。あなたたちの治療をした後。
The doctor left town.
あなたたち兄弟はもう瀕死の状態で担ぎ込まれた。弟さんのことは残念だったけど、どういう治療をした
Right, the doctor just decided to do that just to see.
Maybe he realized something about the world, like when
Well,
he
it
did
said
that.
that he was experimenting
Yeah,
on
but like
people.
this, yeah.
ある程度動けるようになった頃には
So messed up.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
浅 代の稲崎ロビンに会いたいんですけど。
ああ、そりゃ無理だな。ロビンは去年の9月頃だったか。多分殺されちまってるよ。去年この辺で失踪事件が増えて。
What?
それ絡みで
Increase in
犯人を調査したらしいが、
disappearances.
結局本人もそのまま消えちまっ
What
た。
the fuck?
ケン、ラム、エント、みんな。すみません、ここにあった船山孤児院は。
どこかよそへ行ったよ。稼ぎ頭だったレーサーが事故で亡くなったり、行方不明とかでいろいろ不幸が重なって
What?
この町でやっていけなくなったんだろうね。
The fuck is going on?
I'm so confused. This is like way
I wonder
more.
if they like left town with the doctor, or if the doctor, or if Robin went with the doctor.
ロビンが死ぬわけない。絶対どこかで生きてる。
I doubt he's dead.
医者だ。
That fucker's definitely still alive.
I don't know why he's a fucker though. She probably told him to do it. She definitely told him to do it.
それから
For
Still
sure.
just so
二人を
weird.
探していろんな町に住み。
Maybe it was an experiment and he figured some shit out about how man-eaters work or something and had to go to study more or to figure something else out. That's what I think. He like realized some sort of truth about how they work because he was partially consumed by it. Because he was studying them, it was like a big breakthrough and then he ran off.
こんな話を人にしたのは初めてだ。
お姉ちゃんって呼ばない方が良かったかな。
そこ？あ、いや、いいよ。もう1ヶ月近く呼ばれてるし、お互い慣れてるでしょ。というわけなので、僕のことは男だと思っておいて。
そんな急に無理だよ。
君、ちょっといないくらい美少年だから、すぐふさわしい相手見つかるって。
More appropriate.
それは頭がおかしいだから。
稲村ジェーンだっけ？
稲崎ロビンね。
その人のことはどうなってるの？
そうだな。ずっと同じ家で育ったから家族みたいなもんだし、親友でもあるし、別れてもいたよ。だから同性としてだよ。君まだ混乱してるよね。
こんな混乱もするよ。
一回寝て頭を整理しなよ。
そうする。起きたらこの話も夢になってるかも。
I thought that was him for a second.
Man-eater. Ah,
I
shit.
hear- that fish. It's gonna be that fish with all of that kid was drawing.
It's definitely gonna be that fish. Or or the whale.
Mm.
It's defo gonna be that fish
一
though.
応警戒だ。船長に。
Renegon fish? Yep. You're 100% right.
Oh, it's like people arms.
Yeah. See,
Not
like
like fish people arms. Like
it's got to like assimilate people. Like I think that lady wasn't just insane because of her son. I think she was onto something. And I think maybe the doctor realized something like that with them, like the fact that he was alive after being partially consumed. He like inherited a bit of that or something.
yeah, it's just interesting of like that if it's like integrating people but not really taking any of their consciousness because they aren't like it's not getting controlled by people really. You know.
It might be inheriting part of it, but like they're in like a dream state or a deluded state. Like how when he was, I mean, it's a cliche of that type of thing. Like, you know, you wake up, like think of Tokyo Ghoul or whatever, like, or whenever, like, oh, I was so close to death and I was having these crazy dreams.
Sorry.
This is the
I
same.
guess the same. Yeah.
It could be that like his nightmares of that, like when he was being transferred into his sister's body, that was like part of what his consciousness would have been like if he got assimilated, possibly under that same kind of theory. This girl's so creepy.
これ赤ちゃん？この絵僕にちょうだいよ。
これは時代にあげる約束だから。この次ね。変かな。
変だよ。だって本当の赤ちゃんは。ほらクク、テーブルに乗ってはいけません。ほらクク、コナの邪魔になるからあっち行くよ。コナの絵にケチつけるなら欲しがるなよ。褒めてたんだよ。それに赤ちゃん。
Real baby.
本物の赤ちゃんには顔がないんだ。ふん時代も見に行く？
Want to go and
What
see
the
it?
fuck?
That's sounds creepy. Real babies don't have faces. Want to go see?
ほら福君、テーブルに乗ってはいけません。
That is creepy. What do you think? Of that
Where?
episode?
Where is this real baby?
I don't know. They must have some kind of weird incubators. And like, yeah, maybe they're making it. Maybe that's like a one of the man eaters. If they're like creating them in like a, maybe the doctor's here, or maybe he came from here.
Yeah.
If the school thing was in the past or something, then maybe he left
And
that place. I'm
if
not
the
sure.
babies here don't have faces, and then Tokyo has the same face as this guy, is it like they can grow like a baby to a certain point without any like genetic material to like determine their features, and then they can like add something later to like make what they're gonna look like or whatever?
Yeah. And there was the little girl with the watches. Reminded me kind of Mimi Hime in the place, the first girl that we kind of met in the first episode.
With the attitude,
The
and
eyebrows
the
and the
eyes.
face, and yeah, the little attitude. Kind of reminded me of
I
that.
like those watches.
Yeah, that's so
They're
funny. Just a random detail. So for everyone saying like, and it's not necessarily I'm calling people out. It's just like a lot of people, when we were talking about trans stuff last time, they were like, okay, let's go a little bit far. It's not like trans. It kind of still is. Like it's kind of like it's still tackling the same stuff. I don't know how much we want to get into that this time. It's not really as necessary. A lot of people are saying like, oh no, it's not trans like that. Like there's an explanation for it. But like, you know, this whole being a gender on the inside and being a different gender on the outside is it's still tackling those same kind of themes. It's just doing it again, like I said, giving it like a reason in the world for it to take place. Like the fact that they lived their life up to this point and then woke up and were like so fucked up about like, why am I in this body? Why do I feel like this? It's a different way of doing it rather than just somebody being born in the wrong body and then feeling a certain way and coming to grips with that over the course of their life. It's tackling the same sort of, I guess, gender dysphoria, but in a different way, in a, like a sci-fi way. You know?
And in a just a more sudden and more intense, because they had like he just was a boy
Yeah.
the whole time, and then suddenly it's like everyone is like, you're a girl, and then he treats you like that, and it's just like that doesn't align with what he's thinking. And then there's like the double fucked upness of that it's his sister
Who he was in love with, siscon
yeah
style.
weirdly but like it's like someone, it's not just, oh, my brain has been transplanted
up
into
in a
someone
new
else's
body.
body, and that body doesn't like align with what I am. It's like, this is the body of someone you know, so you know that person is dead, and you're living inside their essentially dead body, but it's your body now.
Yeah, it's
And,
an
like,
extra layer
just
of
that-
fucked upness. Yeah.
That I think that like really takes it to the next level, because yeah, like and whether she like opted for that, or when the people are saying like,
She definitely opted for it.
it's just interesting though that the hospital people are like, oh, you both were like almost dead and unconscious. So I wonder, like, she could have asked for that, but also
She
the
definitely
doctor could have just been a like mad scientist dude, which is what they were kind of saying before, of like, oh, don't get too close to it. Oh yeah, did you see like the cut open head? It's after that. Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah. I woke up in a new body.
Yeah, but something with the man-eaters and something like this doctor.
I mean, we saw him going into surgery, and it looked like he was alone. So I think the other people just didn't know, and he was like, I can, perform this surgery myself, but I have to do it by myself, because he knows that there's some kind of there's some kind of thing he can do. I with their relationship, I doubt he would just do that. And with how she felt about her brother, I don't think that. I think that like Haruki is like, I need to find this guy and find the truth because there's something fucked up. But I think it's it's simpler than that. I think it's just she sacrificed herself so that he could live. And it's a fucking weird ass situation, but at least I think that it's going to be more wholesome and not as insane as that, because I don't think he was like a bad guy.
Well, I mean, he kind of was. Like, they were talking.
They just said he was researching man-eaters. I don't think they said any. They made allusions to how he was.
They said make sure she doesn't get too close to him because he's dangerous. After it's like when he's going away, I think. Wait. Oh yeah, he's researching and experimenting on humans. Robin's investigating him at the moment. It'd be better if Kiriko didn't get too close to him.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if because he knew them, he knew that they were siblings, he decided to try this out because he knew that, like,
Maybe
they
they'd
would
be
be
a
a
match,
match for
yeah.
each other. And he just you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's been experimenting on humans, he doesn't need anyone's permission to do human experimentation. That kind of innately like doesn't usually have consent from the patients if you're doing crazy experiments.
I think in this case, there probably was consent. There's, you know, that's just my guess. Again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, in this case, I think there was. But the fact that everyone else was going missing afterward, that's pretty sketchy. That, like, if he made this big breakthrough, then everyone started going missing and he disappeared. That's pretty sketchy. That makes me think that he made this breakthrough with them and was like, what else can I do? And was like, and maybe he killed Robin because, like, Robin figured out. Yeah, maybe it wasn't consensual, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like he did this, made this breakthrough, Robin found out, then this guy killed Robin, then disappeared, went into hiding, but also came at night to, like, get all the people from his orphanage. As we found out, it's an orphanage and not just like a housing area. So then all these people without parents, without families, get stolen, and everyone just thinks they all left town or went away
They all
and
packed
starved.
up and left, and it's like, well, did they, or did they all pack up and get kidnapped?
But I wonder if he has a good reason for it. I wonder if he has like a if he's doing that because maybe he's developing a way to fight the man-eaters or to nullify them in some way, or what. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Or yeah, I don't know. Maybe he comes from the heaven place, or he is going there, or he will, or the heaven place is like in the future and he establishes it. With like this is like the first breakthrough that we're watching in the past, and then he goes on and we're watching their story, and then we discover like the doctor is actually the you know, founder of this, the first director of heaven, and he establishes it, and that's why, like, babies have no faces, and there is all this transplantation and you know, stuff like that. So maybe that's the case, or they're in different realities entirely, and they're just like connected in another way that we don't understand yet. Fuck.
Oh no.
It was muted the whole time. Shit!
Oh.
Okay, welcome everybody back to the Bullcast. Or mine. Let's check out episode 4. We had it muted for the first 4 minutes of the episode. What did we talk about? It was crazy, the things that were going on, the monster. What did we say? We were saying, I don't know about like the past and present thing anymore because it's only like been 15 years. So who knows if this is actually in the past or if that makes any sense, or if this is like a Voltec experiment type thing. What else did we even talk about?
We're talking about how there's so, like, we forgot about the hacking ability.
Yeah.
And how it's gonna really make or break the show, the way that all of the different elements of this come together with like the kids in like this facility, as well as like the man-eaters, as well as everything, how it all comes together is gonna.
There's so many mysterious elements that like it can how it's all explained and how it's all tied together is gonna make or break the show. Because if they just explain it all like, oh, here's this crazy cryptic explanation that doesn't make any sense at all, but it does make sense because this is how it is. That's like, you know, and it's just all it is all these mysteries are just very mysterious and they don't actually have a real connection. And then the connection will be made like at the end or when they all come together, and it won't make any sense. But if it's all being introduced because there's a plan and because there's like an actual explanation that, you know, has logic to it or has some sort of real, I don't know, sense to it, then it'll be good. But it could just all be, oh, look at all these isn't this mysterious? Isn't this kind of crazy? I wonder what this is about. Stay tuned to find more. Read 20 volumes, and then you get to the end and it's like, all of it was actually kind of ridiculous and had no real explanation. It was just all craziness. So that'll kind of make or break the show if they can properly do that. Anyway,
Looking for the babies now.
Let's
上に上がって。うお、いいこと考えたな、時よ。これはタカが考えたんだよ。
How are you gonna get down?
いいぞ、時よ。うわ。
Also, why can Cuckoo like turn into a frog creature?
中に来られたのお前か。お嬢さん、もう一度だけ追い返せないのか。
Didn't do anything.
みんなで扉を閉めて回れる。
無理だ。あとどれくらいで陸に着くの？
急いで。
30 minutes.
もう着かない。
No.
持たないだろうな。お姉ちゃん。あの魚、ちょっと観察したところに張り付く無数の手と体にまとった水のスーツを潤滑油のよう
A
に使
suit
って
of water. That's an interesting way to put it.
攻撃も移動も水スーツが頼りだ。あいつと戦うのに適した場所は水を補給できない陸？さらに入り組んでいるとなおよした。移動も攻撃も直線的だから船の中で戦うぞ。船の中？ここの下に扉があるだろう。あそこの鍵貸して。
Why would you let the fish in the ship?
Yeah.
かかってねえよ。
お姉ちゃん待って。キル光線がないのにどうやって？丸タッチがある。
Mm.
それは
Get it kind of like boxed in somewhere where you can touch it. Fred!
Tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Lots of tomatoes.
Jesus.
What an
You
idiot.
didn't even check what was down there first. More boxes.
And it says do not enter. It sounds to be all tomatoes as well. Just kill the thing.
It's a pull. It's a pull. That's not a push. Broccoli? What?
Oh, it's getting all the cardboard is like all the water is getting sucked up.
この船は
Oh.
大麻を運ぶはずのものだが上のフロアにあったのは野菜ばっかり。
Oh.
Drug trade?
橋の向こうに
So it's getting stoned? What? Why?
It's getting
What is
soaked up, like all the water. Its water is coming off.
dried?
It's all dry.
Right.
こいつは単なる打ち上げられた魚だ。
Smart.
They're gonna be pretty pissed that you're destroying all their weed, though.
I mean, at least their boat didn't get destroyed.
That's true. At least do the touch anyway.
そうだな。
Yeah.
とどめを頼む。という時は敵しか見えなくなってるとダメなんだ。落ち着いて一つでも多く周りの情報を
That's what he learned from Robin.
僕はそうやって生きてきたんだ。
Yeah. Right.
キル光線は許せても。タッチはひどすぎる。何の話だ。お姉ちゃんのネーミングセンスだ。
Just the name and then whatever you're
真っ
doing.
暗になっちゃったけど。ほら。
大丈夫、誰もいない。
誰かいることもあるの。
But they know that they're doing this.
知らない大人の人とか。
And adults I've never met.
Let's see these babies.
本物の赤ちゃん。
They're man eaters.
これが赤ちゃん。
Oh, I guess baby somethings.
Reaching out for love.
Oh no.
侵入者検知侵入者検知少年室
They never. Oh. Just get out. It's somewhere else.
It's just coincidental. Yeah, I was gonna say like if
He's gonna go
Cuckoo's
in
been
there.
if Cuckoo's been in there before.
ここに侵入者との警報がそれは
See, their symbol is like the face of the.
Yeah.
They're creating the man eaters. This is weird as shit.
続き確認作業を続けますが、おそらくは誤作動かと。
僕たちが見つかった
What the hell?
時を早く
Shit.
They're gonna figure it out. But what's gonna happen if they figure it out? Because they already told.
Yeah, but
Well, then what was that? That one little baby looks like it remembers. You have like an AI pregnant lady.
this place is like a part of your body.
What's inside the belly?
どの部位がどう悪いのか
降参よみんなあなたの勝ちね
Mina, as in like everyone. That's what Mina means.
Very weird. I don't know what to think about all these developments.
This is feeling very Evangelion in a lot of ways.
あんた方が乗ってなかったら船ごとやられていたよ。
命の恩人ですありがとう
これ、バケモン退治の手間賃だ。
いや、やらなきゃこっちがやられてたからね。俺の香りと言っちゃなんだけど、この辺のことを教えて。
そうだな。このまま大きな道をずっと歩いていけば、ちょっとした街になってるところがある。
について何か知らない？
鳥をモチーフにしたマークってのは昔からよくあるからな。味に見えるわな。
このマーク
It's on the boxes for the fucking tomatoes.
三つ葉のマークだ
Mitsuba. Wait.
確かだ
三つ葉ならこれから行く道すがらざ。
Parade meets Bill along this road.
What is Mitsuba?
あんたら、うちのボディ
Did we hear that before?
I can't remember.
誘いを蹴りやがってふざけた奴らで
腕も良ければ切符もいい。できることならまた会いてえもんだ。
気持ちのいい奴らでしたね
That one guy in like the show where he's just like those kids like this
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guy on the side. I don't know how to explain, like the supportive random adult man side character.
Was that in
Konosuba?
Konosuba? Yeah,
Yeah.
Those kids. Like
羊羹。これは食えるのか？甘い。
よう噛んで食べれば大丈夫だよ
Here, I found something for us to eat.
うわこれうめえ
材料残ってるからまた作れるよ。
名前つけようよ
そうだな。羊羹と乾パンだから。
羊パン
羊パン汁。
Yopan.
この人ネーミングセンスが終わってるんだった。
羊羹を羊羹で食べる。うまいね。
とにかく美味しいよあと何回作れる
一回だね。
回か。
That would suck to have like the best meal and you
You can only make it one
Yeah.
time.
三つ葉だよ。
本当だよ。何が確かだ。だよ。全然似てないじゃん。あんちんぴら。
Maybe it's like a New World Order thing where that actually is like a
The
daughter
updated-
company or something of like this mega corporation that like is controlling the world.
横もぼやけてしまっている
Oh, it got deleted.
もっとしっかりつけておくべきだった
What a weirdo.
写真僕こ
こ最近シロにメールを送った覚えがない。用があれば直接言うよ。どんな写真？
いや、まあそれは別によくて、それより変に思われるかもしれないけど、僕はずっと耳姫を見るとらない気持ちになるんだ。
Oh boy.
というと、もう少し具体的。
具体的。耳姫を僕の部屋に閉じ込めたい。
しばらくなら別にいいけど。それから
服を脱がして触りたい。触ったり口で舐めてみたい。
僕を食べたいの。
Who is that?
It's Tokyo.
じゃあ切ったり針で刺したり。
そんなこと
Just like, what are you talking about? This is so weird. Like, not even like that, but just like, oh, that's strange, but if that's what you're into, I mean, I don't mind if you lick me, I guess.
太郎、早く良くなってよ。また一緒に遊ぼう。時を。大丈夫。感染する病気じゃないから。そんなつもりじゃなかったんだ。時を。
It's turned into like a reality show around here.
So weird.
どうかしたの？
ほら。
Garden of words.
I thought the exact same thing.
There's gonna be some weird foot shit going on here in a second.
みんな
Puberty, bro.
怖くて。
全然怖いことはないよ。人が誰かを好きになるってことは自然なことだよ。時代もそのうち誰かを触りたいとか触られたいとかって思うようになると思うけど、戸惑わなくていいから。
じゃあ、それだったら僕、コナがいいな。
By the way, I don't know if you saw the buttons. We didn't know that it was... There's the bird Mitsuba thing, or whatever it is on their buttons. Not Mitsuba, but...
I didn't see.
時代くん。この放送は時代くんの部屋だけに流れています。容体が急変しました。時代くんと話をしたがっています。すぐに治療室まで来てください。
太郎。二人にして。大丈夫。太郎、しっかりして。
外に出てるから何かあったらすぐに呼んで。
太郎。ごめん。いいよ。逃げて。欲しい。昼間はごめん。時代の気持ちも考えず。いいよ。そんなこと。僕はもう治らない。そんなこと言わないで。時代、聞いて。ここから逃げて。ここは危ない。
So confusing, man.
I feel like I don't know what to think now.
Me either. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Cause
So this place is making the man-eaters. Make it work hard, make it work.
but then at the same time, what is the
Your
point
love.
of these kids? Like what is the point of them? Are they just watching them? There's adult humans in here. There is like robot. There's a lot of like robotics involved. There's like those little Roomba things that can go up the walls, and there's cameras all over the place, and there's like the robot teachers, and there's but then and like there's that like big one that's like the whole facility is like her body essentially. But then we still have people doctors and people interacting with the kids. And, like, what are they getting out of this?
I think that this very much is like a Vault Tech type or an Institute from Fallout 4 like situation. Where, more like Vault Tech in this case, that they started out just studying. Okay, here's what I actually think. I think that this place started the calamity. I think that this place was 15 years ago, and they started everything. And they have this like a Vault Tech type separate, study of humanity, and they genetically engineer these children to be like superhuman because they're, trying to, push forward human genetics or something like that. They're like some of these kids are like superhumanly talented and like physically capable and stuff like that. They can jump and like stick to walls Spider-Man style, and some of them can't, but some of them can. And I think that that's what this is. They're like, that's why they have, they're doing like crazy math equations in their classes. This is, and then they also have a separate incubation chamber for all of these weird little creatures. And what I think is that, again, the series is trying to make us think that this is happening at the same time, and that the people on the outside are going to come here and meet the characters that we've been meeting on the inside, and they're going to escape. And because all the characters on the inside are talking about escaping or about leaving or how this place is dangerous or whatever. And we just think that this place is just weird. And all the adults here are just people who live in like modern times. Like they live in a normal reality. They go to work, and this is their job, is to like research and to observe these kids and to use what we learn here to experiment on like genetic material and shit. And because the show is like kind of trying to set up that this is all happening at the same time, the reveal is going to come to be like, it's not. And this is like, they're going to get there and it's going to be ruined, or it's going to be like, this place created all of the man-eater people, and they like destroyed everything.
But then I guess what I'm saying is, who is this robot android lady that's like pulling all the strings
Mina?
here and is in charge? Like, who, like, where did that come from?
I think it's just an AI. It's just that it's an AI that was created to manage this whole place. I think that's it. It might be something else. It might be maybe the real thing is in the body or in the belly of that thing.
Yeah. And like what, like, yeah. It just makes me think, like, how and why and, like, who had the idea for all of this stuff. It's very elaborate. This place would have taken years and years to build, And, yeah, I guess...
I think the why is what I said, where they're trying to, like, take the next step in humanity, and they're, like, doing all these experiments, and they have this AI to manage the whole place, and kind of control it and use it as an aid, and then maybe the AI goes wild and like is self-aware, and then takes the experiments too far, or releases them into the world before it can be shut down, and it's just now making more of them in the present time with Maru and Hiraki.
And okay, where are those scientists in the beginning? I want to look at these guys again.
It's because they're just observing.
Yeah.
Again, in a very Vault-Tech way of like, they have kind of rules and a schedule of what everyone has to do, but they don't seem to interfere most of the time with like what they think is as doing privately, And that's why they're like, we didn't teach them about that. We didn't teach them about sex or about kissing or anything like that, but yet they're still doing that. That's very strange.
But then at the same time, if you were a scientist of any degree, then you would know that that wasn't strange or weird at all, that they would, like, get to a certain point and want to potentially kiss each other. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a finding, like, just because I don't think maybe strange is maybe like I don't think he means strange like, oh, that shouldn't be happening. I think it's just like that's not. I don't know. It's they weren't taught that. It's interesting. I think more is what he's saying. I don't think he's saying that's not supposed to happen. We never taught them that behavior. And then Tarao is maybe has like a genetic deficiency.
Trying to look at what was on that other lady's head, if it was just like a hair thing or if it was something else. I couldn't see.
Which lady?
Sorry, there's just. I couldn't tell what it was. I was just.
That's the key to it all. Is the lady with the hairpin walking in the background?
I don't know.
Her scrunchie is the key.
I was just checking
the missing link.
She wasn't like some kind of like I don't know cyborg looking thing.
And then this is a crazy bit of possible foreshadowing if this is happening in the past. This baby baby man-eater has says Tokyo. So if we're probably going to encounter a man-eater in the next few episodes that is going to say that, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is it saying?
But then it would be like the same one. Yeah.
And that will give us like a sense of time. But I do think that this is happening in the past. More and more, I think that it's happening in the past. But it's still confusing because I don't know what the fuck the connection between some of the people are. Like, because Tokyo and Maru are supposed to look like the same. They're supposed to look like identical. And then in episode 2, we see Tarao as a girl with the same kind of disease. Where was that?
Yeah, it must have been around here somewhere where they're talking about that.
There's a guy with the same face as me out there somewhere. Told to inject him with this drug when I find him. And they're saying him. It might just be a translation thing. But they're saying him, and Tokyo... Everybody in the comments was like, oh, Tokyo's a girl. I don't think Tokyo is a girl. Or they're genderless.
Well, also, it's possible that the people out here don't know. They're just like, oh, find someone with the same face as you, and because he's a boy, they assume that the other person would be too.
Mikura has the same disease and is a woman as Taro, and looks exactly like Tarao. Taro. Wait, what did they say? Like, what did their voice say? I wonder if they were going to say Tengoku or if they were going to say Tokyo. Because they were just like, te.
Yeah, and if that's all it was, if you didn't get like the because in like the subs it's like 8, it would be like the equivalent of like half of heaven, like judging just by like the way that they sub that. It wasn't like, oh, she said the whole word. It was like, it's like when people are dying and they say like half of whatever they're trying to say, and then the person just fills in the rest of it wrong or something, which could very well also be the case. Yeah. So I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what else it could possibly be followed up with to like make it like.
I mean, te. It would be te. It's not to. So I'm just saying that. But I'm not sure if that's correct. They could have just been saying Tengoku or whatever, something else. But it is weird again that we have like a gender swap. It might not be the same person, just the same disease. But the fact that they look the same as Tarao and they have the same disease, and Taro's saying, I want to get out, and we're theorizing that that was in the past. Maybe this is the same person somehow. I don't know how, but I don't know.
The thing with that is like with that theory of all of the people in there then being people that we're seeing now outside doesn't really make any sense because of the age discrepancies between all of these people that
this person looks older.
Yeah, but then
Maru looks older than Tokyo. But
not by the same amount.
No.
Like, this person, it looks to be, like,
25?
in their, like, mid-20s. And then Maru looks to be, like, 16-ish.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they said that they have the same face. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. There's still just not enough information to conclude anything.
And then also with the whole with the people being fine with them knowing, oh, there's an outside to the outside, and they're okay with them knowing that.
Disney Plus's players so fucking.
But they've got, but then they have all these like other like secret things that they clearly don't want them to know about with the babies. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's weird. There's a lot of mysteries. Again, I hope the one thing I hope is that the mysteries have a real answer and not just a slap together one based on all the mysteries, and it just kind of makes sense. But it seems to me more and more likely that this place created the man-eaters, and they maybe didn't mean them all to get out, but the AI like turned against them or something, and then we're seeing now like the aftermath of all that, and they're, it's all being set up for everybody to come back together, but it's not. Or there's like a weirder explanation that I can't, foresee.
Just a lot to think about, but I feel like there's not actually more to talk about.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe this episode we're going to get like something that's going to like really click it in, and then it's like, no.
Not quite by the looks of things. Still really cool though.
Wait.
What are you looking for?
I was
What are you looking for?
I was going to look at the little
the
drawings
button.
on the wall there.
On the wall?
On Tokyo's wall.
We saw them in the
I
previous
was just looking at like that thing kind of looks like the
babies.
No, like from this angle anyway, almost kind of looks like the AI thing that's like running this place.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it's two
so-
people in an egg with wings.
Oh, I was looking at it like as if this was like the person. I was looking at
the
it
hell
the
we could
other
have been
way.
seeing. This weird Rorschach test going on here.
Sorry.
It was such a terrible idea that you started having a seizure just trying to get it out. No, I'm kidding. I wonder what's the deal with Kona, because Kona seems very enlightened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like how do you know
And
about all
chilled.
of this? And you know about all these creatures that are on the outside, and you're like just like
The buttons, by the way, confirming that and that person, I think maybe it is like a vault tech, but even more crazy, like a new world order, like this company is like the parent company of most of society, and they like owned that grocery store chain, and that's just one example, because the guy was like, there were so many logos with birds I couldn't even keep them straight in my head. Maybe in this version of the world it's like the pyramid with the eye. It's just like everywhere, and there's a weird like new world order conspiracy where these people there's so much like symbolism that is just repeating all over the place. What could it mean? And it means that this place that is like experimenting on people and has all this stuff is sort of in control of society in a weird way, and they bring about like the end of it or something. But maybe there'll be some crazy piece of information that throws me off, that makes me not think that it's all kind of connected.
I know there hasn't really been anything so far that like you sort of that's sort of like, okay, none of these theories could be true because of this one piece of information. It's just like they keep giving us more information and we can keep making more theories, but we don't know,
There's nothing that
abandon the
disproves,
old theories.
Yeah, which is again a scary thing in a mystery, because that's something that a lot of like mysterious and like long running
If you're doing like a ReZero thing where they just keep adding and adding and adding and adding,
and it's like I'm sure they fit together somehow, but it's not going to be satisfying once we figure it out, you know.
But I mean, that's only a few episodes in, so and so far it is still really interesting and really engaging to try and work it out.
It's just a fine line to walk, and it's something that a lot of mysteries get fucked up about, where they're just like, we need to keep making it mysterious, and because the whole reason why it's a series is because it's mysterious, and that's why people want to watch it. They want to make theories. And that can work. Like Attack on Titan's I always go back to Attack on Titan with stuff like this, because Attack on Titan's a perfect example of like making it really mysterious and throwing out a lot of things, but because it's so well thought out and so well written, and there's so many things about like the world and society, it's like these, the people in the walls don't know about coffee, and then once they find coffee, that's like a hint, and they don't know how to describe it because they don't know the word for coffee, because they've never had coffee before. They don't have the way to farm it, they don't have the way to roast it, they don't know what it is or what it tastes like. And they liken it to like black tea, and that's actually a big piece of information that you know, has a lot of implications going forward. There's a lot of shit like that with, you know, different technologies and things like that. And it all kind of connects, and it's all mysterious. And when it all comes together, there's not like, oh, well, they had that. That doesn't make any sense with what we knew before because, well, it just kind of makes sense. And it's a really good series for like theory crafting and adding on all these mysteries. And when it comes together at the end, it actually makes sense. But in a lot of things, it doesn't. They add on all this stuff, and it layers on and it layers on, and then by the end of it, there's like so many branching theories that they can't like come together neatly, or there's so many different aspects that like in order for them to come together neatly, you have to really sacrifice like, you know, a lot of what made the like it's kind of hard to explain, but like a lot of what made the tension build up. Like the explanation kind of negates feeling any tension if you were to rewatch it, or if you were to I don't know, it just doesn't make sense in the end of it. And I just hope that this isn't like that, and it's all going towards a solution. That's the only thing that I think could mess this up, because so far the series has been really, really good, and I'm still excited to see more. It's just tentative, just based on my own problems in the past with other things, which I know isn't fair, but it is what it is. Anything else you want to say?
I think that's it.
See you guys tomorrow for episode 5. Leave a like and subscribe. See you then. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Get the uncut early if you go to our Patreon.